At TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Look, squeeze, fire.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Shoot!
Look at me. Go, shoot.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Interception all day, baby.
Here we go, set. 10-2 start.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Undercrush. Go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
55.
Let go.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, ready. This is 60 or.
54, 54.
Gone.
Check. Crunch.
Man. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch this.
Head up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run by the big man Fournette, and even 50 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
On play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
You can't stop me.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch 54. Tackles.
Fournette running right. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill.
Topper. Shoot.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for him. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check nine. Sponge.
A first down carry for Henry. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
One.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Get that. One. Shoot. Whip.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Hey, lock it.
Here we go.
Go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Check 26. Check it.
Hard.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, When I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught, Humphreys. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Check. Rip right.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mariota now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
To throw is Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing again on second down. Mariota complete. This is Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Break that! Where they team?
54 miles. Hey! Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up!
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Mariota. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mariota on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That incomplete. He finds Sharp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Fournette on the counter. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You ready?
54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Fournette running out of the gun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We got to step it up. Wide, get wide. Check 52. Check your hot read.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
I got wide.
Hey, Orbit. Ready, now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 3. Check, check, check. Hey, check 24.
Mariota gives to Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got it. You got it.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
45. Come to wild work. We want it. Come to
From the 39, Mariota. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Single.
Small. Gone.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
There. Hit it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Yeah, baby.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the boot. Watch that. One. Mike's 50.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Going deep for Walker. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Pushing tacklers aside. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is where it came from.
Great. 54 Mike. Who that? Who that?
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here I come. Here I come. 3. Kill.
They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
You draw perfect. Hey, wahoo! Go.
On 2nd down, Minshew throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Slam.
Go out.
Tight dog.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jarrell Casey bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Where are they, team?
44.
1.
Mariota on first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
59.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
5. Let's go. Get set. Hey, seam 6.
So that'll back him up 5.
On the ball.
Hey, kick the game.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5'9",
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
First and 10 at the 20.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's first and 10, clear on the other side of the field. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Set up. 50, plant.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm off.
5.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Leo!
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
38 yards on the scamper there. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing here, Mariota. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go, D.
Now Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taking Jarrell Casey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. That's on Jawan Taylor, 2nd-round pick from Florida. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Rock it. Hey, Alpha.
He's coming.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Titans. His guys take over first and 10. The 17-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing